Hey everybody, it's Eileen. Welcome. Today I want to try a bloom. Now, I've tried the bloom many times and I have never had success. I just have not been able to crack that nut. So today I ordered some, I've always used a 1-to-1 resin, and or not today, but I ordered a 2-in-1 resin. I had seen that Just Resin came out with a river pour, sorry, and they had it on sale, so I decided to give it a shot. So I'm trying my bloom with a 2-in-1 to see if I get any better result. Now I know that they normally let this warm up. This has been sitting here for at least an hour, and this, I don't know if I mixed it wrong, but this stuff is not warming up. So let's hope that it wasn't in my mixing why it's not warming up at all. The cup still feels cool, but we're going to try it anyways. I have this mold. I did another one just in case I had extra resin. Ignore this. This was something I did while I was waiting for this resin to warm up. Was sitting here and got bored. So today I'm going to be using, I have my Just Resin white, titanium white. I don't remember what it's called. Yes, Just Resin titanium white paste. That's what I'm going to use for my white. And then for my alcohol inks, I have violet, sapphire blue, and sorry guys, I'm using a new camera angle, and peach. And I have to get used to this angle. All right, so let's start by pouring some clear in. Oh, and you can see I did pour, because these molds have a rim, I did pour the clear in, and I just put some little pink baubles in there for the edge. So let's go ahead and pour this. I've not used, anytime I've tried to do a bloom, I've always used round. So I thought this would be interesting to try to use a different shape. Okay, so there's our clear, and I'm just going to get the bubbles out. All right, so we just want to get the bubbles out, and then we're going to add our alcohol inks. So what color do I want for my middle and around the outside? Let's go ahead. I think I want to do the middle in the peach. So I'm going to add a couple drops in the middle. This mold is easy to see the middle because there's a big round thing underneath. And then for the, I think we'll do blue around, and this is a, I already said sapphire blue, so I'm going to do that around here. One thing about these, I don't think, I use a pin, I cannot get them to come out sometimes. Oh, okay, that one definitely came out. Oh, okay, I say they're not coming out, and then, that's terrible. I really went overboard there. Okay, well, let's quickly get our purple in around the edge. So they either come out too fast or they don't come out at all. Kind of a pain. So if I squeeze them, they're coming out, whoops, too quickly. Okay, that purple's not very, Well, let's see how it pushes that blue in. I've lost my peach in the middle. Okay, so the last part of this is our white. I'm not going to have enough for that other mold. I wasn't sure when I did this if I would. But I don't need all this either. So I'm just going to pour some into this cup. And you guys cannot see what I'm doing at all. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna have, sorry guys, I have to get used to this camera angle. Okay. I probably could have used the rest for the white, but I'm not going to. You really don't need much white. I'm just going to, I mix this, I use this stick to mix up, but I really don't want that much white. So I'm scraping it off. And I'm just using a little bit. Okay. And it won't even be this whole thing because I'm not putting the whole stick in. I'll show you what it looks like in a second here as soon as I get my stick out and get it wiped off. And let me show you on a wooden stick what it looks like. So, sorry, it looks kind of, it's not opaque. It still has some translucency to it. And I'm actually going to use a sandwich baggie to do this. So I'm going to put my sandwich baggie in a cup. Oh shoot, right in my other pour. Let's get these off of here. All right, and we're going to pour our white into the sandwich baggie. Hey everybody. All right, so here's some things I've learned. I went to do my white, discovered that it was way too runny, ended up squirting it back into the cup to let it sit. Now it's been a good 3 hours, almost 4, and this resin is just starting to get thick enough to do the white. So what I have learned from this is deep pour resin is not good for this type of pour. I'm glad I have it to do, I can do some of my larger items, but I wouldn't use it for this. What I'm still looking for is that, I think that 2 to 1, but not with the, not so thin. I've been coming down every hour to check this to see if it's thick enough, and it just was not thickening up. So I'm pretty sure this is not going to be ready to unmold tomorrow either. It probably takes a good 48 hours. Okay, so I'm going to try the white again. This never did heat up, like it still feels cool to touch, but it did thicken up a bit. So let's see. I'm not holding out high hopes. This has kind of been a, at least I've learned. I'm still new resin and I'm learning. And now I know. So I'm going to just cut a tiny little piece off the tip here. I'm going to do it over my cup because I know it can spill out. Okay. So I just cut a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. I don't have, unfortunately, when I lost some of the white, it went all over my hands when I cut the tip last time. So hopefully I have enough to do. So I'm just going to go around like this. I'm going to follow the shape of the mold. I kind of lost the shape on that side. That's okay. I'm going to draw my, I guess I'm ending up going in a circle. I guess I did have enough. So I'm just going to go around this edge once more. I might as well use up this white. I'm not going to use it in anything else. Just going to thicken this up. Leave some of these lines up a bit. All right. Oh, I'll smooth out some of those blobs as well. Oh, and I just clumsy Eileen, clumsy Eileen. I just drugged my finger right through it. Oh well. Clumsy, clumsy, clumsy. I have a tendency to stick my finger out when I'm doing things like this. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, I just can't wait to see what this thing's going to look like when it comes out. Oh, wow. All is good. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to smooth out some of these little blobbies, and so let's see if we can fix. Well, obviously we're not fixing where I stuck my finger, but yeah, that's not gonna. That's okay. All right, what we're gonna do now is I'm going to do my pull through to the center. I'd be so happy if I could have a bloom that turned out, but I just not have luck with these. I've tried the thermometer, to get my resin to a certain temperature. I've waited certain time limits. It just doesn't. My resin doesn't seem to move. I've watched plenty of people do it. All right, I'm going to give this a little bit of a swirl in the middle. And that's it. I see some bubbles coming up. So I'm just going to torch those a bit. They may not be bubbles. Actually, they're probably my little pink beads showing up through. All right, guys. We'll see how this turns out when I unmold it. Probably not even tomorrow. It's probably going to be a couple of days. Hey, everybody. Um, so because I had some leftover resin from doing the bloom, I did put it in here and I let it dry. It's not completely dry because this bloom certainly isn't completely dry, and it has been 24 hours. So I had these stickers I got in my last Temu order, and I thought it'd be really pretty in this coaster. Now it does have to go this way, and when I looked, when you take the sticker piece off, it actually comes off the back. Well, I don't care if it's sticky at the back. I just want it to lay down here, and then I'll put the resin over top. What I had to decide was which one did I actually like. And I had looked at the yellow ones. Yellow's my mom's favorite color, so I know she would love this. and I love the butterflies. So I went between doing yellow. I mean, I really like the purples and the butterflies. And, and I thought this purple one, even though it didn't have a butterfly in it, was beautiful as well. It was a hard decision. So I'm definitely going to have to make more of these in order to use up these stickers. But I'm going with this one with the purples with the butterflies. So I'm just going to put this in. Now this is still tacky. It's not runny, but it is tacky. It's been 24 hours since I poured this. So if you're like me and you're new to the deep pour resin, after 24 hours, like this one over here is still tacky. Like it's movable still. So it's probably going to be another full day before I can unmold that. This one's not as bad, but it's definitely, like if I touched it, it would would leave a fingerprint. So I'm just going to lay this down. And once it's down because again, this resin is not by any means set. So I'm just going to, and it's not sticky on the other side. So I'm just going to kind of adhere that down so that when I put the resin over top, I don't want it to run underneath, because I haven't decided what color I'm going to do the top with. So I'm just going to kind of run this over with this little silicone tool. Get over to the edges. Get any air bubbles out that I might see. And then I'm going to put my resin over top. All right, so this was the little coaster I did with the tattoo. Not the tattoo, the sticker. Let's go ahead. I did back it with a white, sorry, it's iridescent blue. So let's take a look, see what this one came out like. Oh, that's pretty. Really pretty. You guys see the little, I don't know if these are shells, little designs I put up here at the edge, and then my sticker. Now there are some air bubbles in the sticker, but you really don't see it unless you shine the light on it a certain way. I do like that. And the other part I like is that the rim stayed clear because I had poured that first. You can see that. Very pretty. Hey everybody. All right, so it's been a while since I poured this. It's been about, I don't know, about 44 hours, and it's still soft. So this was my attempt at a bloom. I'm not holding out great hopes for it. I know that I can see that the white sank. My pink little baubles are all in the back. I mean, it's pretty from this side. I think it is. And but you know what? I'm going to show this video anyways because I've been trying to get this bloom to work, and I've had no luck. Let me show you. And I made videos for each of these ones, and I didn't show them because they just all did not turn out. So here's one, and I was using my new mold, the new live edge mold I had gotten. I was very excited to use it, but I could not get these blooms to turn out. So there's one. Look at this disaster. It just did not turn out at all. Here's another. This was probably my most successful one. It's not bad. It's certainly not a great bloom. But I think this was the second one I did. But again, you know, I videoed them all, and I just made a decision not to post them. But this one, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, I want to show you guys, because I know there's a lot of you out there who are very familiar with the different types of resin and would have known from the beginning that a deep pour resin wouldn't work for a bloom, given the viscosity. But I'm still fairly new, and I'm sure there are lots of folks who may watch this video who are like me and may have only used one type of resin. And so, you know, learning from others how different types of resins cure, the lengths, how they react to, you know, alcohol inks and whites and stuff like that can be helpful. So, like I said, good, bad, or ugly, I'm going to show this to everybody. So I'm just I'm going to get this unmolded. It's very soft still, so I want to let me just bring you guys. Let me bring you guys out. That's the one I did earlier. I'm enjoying a coffee made in my mug that I made myself in my Cricut mug press. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Oh, so yes, the white did sink, but I like how it blends in. It's very pastel-y, and I wouldn't call it a bloom by any means, but the result is pretty. I like that. I probably would never be able to recreate it, although I could watch this video again and do it. What do you guys think? Let me bring you in close. Still try to keep you in focus so you can see the different textures in there. I love the center of it. Yeah. Okay. This is a happy surprise. Not a bloom, but a very pretty coaster. And I'm not disappointed. I'm glad I tried it. I'm going to take you guys outside so you can see it outside. All right. It's not a sunny day out today. It's kind of gray, but I think you guys can see maybe the colors in this a bit better. Very pastel-y. You see one of my puppies. That's the little one puppy that you hear barking in my videos quite often, the little fuzzy one. She's only 5 months. Okay, here's my little boy. Sam! Sammy! Hey! Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next one.